Hi everyone. Remember, our big idea this term is to create a toy that can be pushed or pulled up an inclined plane. We've looked at wheels and axles. We've investigated levers, screws, wedges, inclined planes, and the last of our simple machines, pulleys. You'll need some string, you'll need some tape, you'll need a box, any size, medium to large. You'll need an axle. I've got some dowel, you could even use a straw. If you don't have anything to use as an axle, you can always roll up a piece of paper, tape it together. The tighter the roll, the stronger the axle. If you have a hole puncher, that will come in handy. If you don't, you could carefully use scissors to carefully break a hole. Here's a quick sketch of what our final pulley will look like. This is a box, okay? We'll attach an axle through some holes in our box. We'll tape down some string. We'll wind that around and we'll have our pulley. You better turn the pulley. Okay, here we go. Let's create our pulley. Got my axle, got my box. I've got a hole puncher, so I'm going to have a go and use my hole puncher here. Okay, one hole there. I'll test that with my axle. This will be a little bit tight, but I'll just force it through, make my hole a little bit bigger, and I'll just work out here where my next hole is going to go. I'll make a little mark there with my texture, so I know where my next hole is going to go. Just about there. That'll be fine. You can see that. Got that through, you can see that there. And I'm testing that will spin. Yeah, that's spinning quite nicely. Okay, now I've got my axle. Let's create a pulley. I've got my string here. My first little piece, I'll break off some tape and I'm just going to tape that down there. Just like that. You can see that taped down. Just testing that will wind up. What I think I'd like to do, just to make it a bit stronger, I'll do a half roll, take off some more tape, and tape this piece down as well. Okay, you can see that taped. Now, this will start to wind up my string. But my problem is, my box is in the way. You can choose to cut out the whole section or part of your section. What I might do is cut out a small piece first. If it turns out that I want to make it wider, then I can go wider. Start small, go bigger if I need to. Okay, so now I have my pulley. Last week in class we made a pull toy. If you still have that at home, you could use that to pull along with your pulley. Okay, you can use wool, any type of string, fishing line if you've got fishing line, to create your pulley. Next week we'll work on making a push toy. You could mount your pulley in a higher location by attaching it to a larger box using screws, maybe 3 or 4 points to screw through one box to the next. Now, how can you use your pulley to pull items along simple machines, make hard jobs easier? Maybe you could pull along some toys, maybe your teddy. Whatever you do, film it, share it on Seesaw. Be safe, be well.